Well, it is some of seduction is definitely sexual, and I don't want to deny that. And I talk about that a little bit in the show. I mean, there are, there are people, we are situations where we do want to seduce a man or a woman, so I don't want to run away from that.
Sure.
But seduction is much larger than that. And the issue really is how to influence people, how to persuade them. You can't get through this life if you don't have the ability to somehow get people on your side, to move them to like your ideas, to want to move in your direction, to not hurt you or harm you. And you have to understand that people are naturally resistant to anything that you want from them. They're even naturally resistant, obviously, in any kind of sexual seduction. And the whole game is to lower their resistances, right? And people, particularly in the world today, I hate to judge, are actually not very good at this. The
Mm.
main thing that you want to be able to be a better seducer, to be a better influencer in life, is the power to get outside of yourself. We are so self absorbed. And to the degree that you enter into the world, the mindset of that other person, you get inside their skin, you understand their values, you understand how they think and what they want, you will have much greater power to move them in the direction that you want. You'll be able to lower their resistances. So I talk in the class about having deep levels of empathy where you actually enter their world completely and you understand where they're coming from and what their childhood was like and what were the traumas in their life, etc. Creating that connection of deep levels of empathy will make the other person fall under your spell and will create a very deep connection between you. The other thing I talk about is how to validate their egos. We
Mhm.
go through life and nobody, we think of ourselves as great. Usually we do, unless we have very low self-esteem. Wow, I'm just a wonderful person. I'm so smart. I have the best values. On and on and on. But true validation that we really crave comes from other people telling us, yes, Robert, you are actually smart. Yes, you are actually a good person. That is the validation people crave. You need to be able to give them that validation to show them that you think that they are actually a really good person, that they're even smarter than you are, right? One of the laws of power in the 48 laws of power is um, appear dumber than others. And the idea that you're insulting people's intelligence is incredibly dangerous in this world. It's incredibly anti-seductive. So you want to validate people in the things that matter most to them, in their egos. And then you want to realize that how you look at people, how your attitude is towards them, how you think about them has an infecting power. If you go up to somebody in a party or any kind of event like that, and you're already thinking negative thoughts about them, or you're insecure, they pick that up, they sense it, and they respond to you in a defensive, negative way. And I want to train you to go up to people, even those that you don't like, and just tell yourself, actually, I like you. Actually, I think you're an interesting person. You don't say any of that, you just think it. Your attitude infects them with a particular quality and it opens them up to you. So it's a very powerful technique. And finally, there comes seduction. And seduction is basically the ability to give people pleasure in life. None of us in the world today, because we're so politically correct, because we're so tight in our bodies, we don't have enough pleasure. We don't have enough adventure. We're actually craving seduction. People may not say that. They may say, oh, seduction is evil. Oh, Robert Greene is evil. Oh, The Art of Seduction is a bad book. But secretly, they want it, they crave it, because all of us want to be taken out of ourselves. We want to be taken on an adventure. And so you have to understand that that is the power that you have, right? But what I talk about in that particular segment is if you're too obvious, if it's too clear that you're trying to seduce people, if you're too cold and manipulative, they can sense it. So you have to disguise yourself. You have to appear natural, right? It
Mhm.
can't be fake. It has to actually be something. But everybody has seductive qualities. And so the idea is you want to be a seducer in life. And you want to be able to seduce people even in the office where there is absolutely no sexual element to them. But the sense that you're a charming person, that you like them, and that to know you is going to be an exciting adventure, that there's some mystery about you, because seduction involves a lot of creating mystery, is very, very powerful. So just imagine it this way. You're dealing with people on all levels, and you're lowering their resistance. You're lowering their defensiveness. They have walls, and you're breaking through those walls, and they're falling under your spell. And that's what I'm discussing in that part of the mentor show and go into